are listening to BBC Coventry and Warwickshire with
Manisha
and Morale.
Good afternoon, it's 1:04 and I'll be with you until 4 o'clock. In today's show we have lots coming up, including an interview with the protection team at Coventry University. You can get involved in the show by calling us at 0845 900 5200 or text us on 818333 and don't forget to start your text with CW. You could always tweet us or Facebook message us as well. Do you feel safe going out on your own at night? I don't. I think it was much safer in the past. You could go out any time of day, but now, no way. I feel like the safety in the world's decreasing. I would never let my children go out on their own anymore. What do you think? Do you think it's still safe to go out? Did you hear about the case recently in March? There was a stabbing outside the Society nightclub in Coventry. 18-year-old Daniel Kirkwood was killed in a fight outside the club in the early hours of the morning. Daniel was brutally stabbed in the neck and died a short time later in hospital. His two friends were also taken to hospital and were treated for stab wounds in the back and arm. Hundreds of people from the club and surrounding areas came rushing to the scene to help the lads. No, that's what we would have expected. To our disgust, rather than helping these poor boys, they took out their phones and started Snapchatting and putting pictures of the boys dying on Facebook. What is this world coming to? I think there's a possibility that if one of those people, rather than taking their phones out for Snapchat, they called for help, they called the emergency services, that Daniel possibly could have been alive today. If you saw somebody being stabbed to death, what would you do? Would you help or share? Our outdoor presenter Moran went to find out what you had to say.
How would you cope in a situation if you saw someone being stabbed to death?
Well, I'll call police, that's natural, and I'll try and see if there are other people as well, so that we can actually go and help him, because if he can stab that person, he can stab me as well, so there's no point in going there and making it two people killed. Yeah.
That's quite a dark question, but I think the first thing you have to do is obviously inform the police by phone call. There's no reason not to, and there's certainly no reason to get involved. I don't think that's going to end well, so I wouldn't recommend that, but definitely call the police.
Would you help or share?
Absolutely. Do not get involved by taking pictures or something like this. If you're not calling the police, you're not helping, so...
I think I definitely not make snapshot of it, but it's very difficult to say it if you react on it, because when you get a shock, I don't know, right now I would say maybe I will try to help, but it's time has really happened. I'm not sure how I will react.
No, I wouldn't share it, because at the end of the day, that's a person, and I wouldn't want to put pictures that they don't know about online, because firstly, it's not with their consent, and I would help them, because if I was in that situation, I would want someone to help me. If someone left me, the chances that you're going to survive are quite low if you're on your own.
That's interesting. People would say they'd help, but how many actually do help? Are we too scared to help people just in case we get into trouble? You'll be surprised to hear how much social media has taken over the lives of young people. They're constantly tweeting, sharing, double tapping and snapping, even if they are putting their lives and other people's lives in danger. It is crucial that we know how to keep ourselves safe. Now we have Denise Flower from Coventry University joining us in the studio.
Hello, how are you?
Fine, thank you.
How would you recommend students and the general public to stay safe in Coventry?
On the evenings, nights out, it's best to keep to well-lit main streets. Do avoid shortcuts. If you're travelling home late at night or in the early hours of the morning, please try not to travel on your own. Don't walk on your own. Try to travel with friends or get taxis. They're reputable taxi firms, so safe places to go. People have been issued with personal alarms. If you're one of these people who doesn't feel very safe, there are personal safety alarms you can carry around with you.
Where can we get these alarms from?
From the Health and Safety Office or the students, the hub, and the student centres. If you contact the Health and Safety Officer in the university, they will be able to put you in touch with someone.
Thank you for coming in and speaking to us. I hope you have a good day. Bye.
On the phone now we have Sade joining us. Good afternoon, Sade. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. How are
I'm good, thanks. I've heard that you've seen an incident happen in Coventry. What happened?
Yeah, last year around Christmas time, me and my friend were walking through Coventry town by the water fountain, where we noticed a group of teenage boys in school uniform running after another teenage boy. They had chains in their hands, and then suddenly they grabbed the boy and got him on the floor and started hitting and punching him and whipping him with the chains.
Do you know why?
No, I'm not sure. Actually, I remember a girl was with them too, and she was screaming, "Leave him, it's not his fault."
Okay, did anybody help them?
People came out of the shops and surrounded them, and then I heard people shouting, "Call the police," and then it didn't look like anyone was actually calling them, so my friend got her phone out to call, but then we saw another lady on the phone, and as soon as these boys realised that the police had been called, they disappeared, including the boy that was being attacked.
Wow, that's interesting. Well, thank you for calling us, Sade.
You're welcome, thank you for letting me share it.
We need more people like you to help others. Well, at least we know that there is some people that help out, even if it is a minority. We need to make a change and start helping each other, and we need to do it now to make this world a better place. We've had a lot of texts come in, thank you very much, but I haven't got time to read them all at the moment. I will read them later, but there's one particular text that's caught my eye. It's from Charity. She says, "I was in the society club that March night. It was very scary. The people in the club were divided into two halves. One half was escorted outside the club, and the other half were told to stay inside. I was told to stay inside until the scene was sorted. I was trapped in the club, so I didn't see what was happening outside, but my best friend, she was sent outside, and she says all she could see was people in a circle watching the fight, and she could hear screaming and shouting. She was so scared, she didn't stay there, she ran away home." Now it's time for a song. After the song, we will go straight to the news with Russell Johnson, followed by PC Joe Brown from Coventry Police Station talking to us about the long history, mismanagement, disorder and substance abuse at Society Nightclub. Also, we have Sarah Jones, a friend of Daniel's, joining us.
You are listening to BBC Coventry and the Work Show with
Manisha.
And Morale.